Right. A reminder, of course. So today I'm going to be talking about the basics of spell work, which is important, especially if you're a new witch. These are the very basics, the stuff that you should know before casting your first spell, or if you've already done it. I was a witch young, and I'm sure I made so many mistakes. So we're just trying our best now. That's all we can do. So before you plan or do writing your spell or what you want to do, like plan it out, I like to write the intention down or at least think about it and make sure that it aligns with you and it feels good and feels right, and make sure that it's the right thing for you as well. And after that, you can go into the next stage, right? So yeah, and there's shadow work. Sometimes it might not work. Your spells might not work for certain reasons, and spirit has its reasons, kind of thing. And it's kind of for you to figure out. But yeah, if your spells aren't working, there's usually some type of reason. It's usually just that you have to change your mindsets or work on something inside, or you're even hurting, or you need to bring back your power. They're just doing internal work is important with spell casting as well, so it can help it manifest a lot better. After that's done, you can write down, you can prepare. I love to be creative and to make the spell personal, and just I that helps me connect a lot better. And sometimes it's just you're doing the spell and you're in the moment. Maybe you did the intention stuff first and then you write it as you go along. I have done that a few times. Sometimes you're just intuitively called to certain items for a certain spell, if that makes sense. And that is exactly what you want. So if you're intuitively called to any item or no item, then yeah, you should probably go with that. Also, I'd like to mention that you can do spells in your mind with no tools. Also, you don't need tools, but if you want to do a ritual and you don't have any tools, you can imagine them in your mind also, and it does help a little bit. So tools, you don't need them. But they do help with yourself. It kind of helps your brain to do the magic better, or it's an energy thing. It can be both, or it could be one or the other, but overall you don't need them. So you don't need any tools. It's almost like the universe is not gonna make you unable to do magic just because you don't have the right tools, or if you don't have the energy. The universe isn't gonna be oh well, you can't do it then. It's gonna, you can. So yeah, I actually said that witchcraft is, or spellcasting is the manipulation of energy. So changing energy, yeah. It can attract things, it can get rid of things, or you can just bring in certain feelings or good feelings, or you can also heal with spell casting as well, or you can be attracting stuff. There's lots of different reasons to do spell work and stuff. So, or you can just have fun and have rituals, or just for you. You can also, it's a good way to express how you feel and stuff. So that's also good. So yeah. You can use lots of different things. You can make bags and jars. You can make symbols. You can make sigils. I make my own sigils and I just do random stuff. I know there's so many different ways, I think, to make sigils. You can look up ways to make them, or you can just do whatever you want really with sigils. It's more about attaching the sigil to the intention. So you can actually do a spell to create the sigil. So you can do a candle spell or something or whatever, just to kind of forge those two things together, the sigil with the intention, if that makes sense. So yeah. Yeah, you can use jars and bags. Yeah, or nothing. You can use dirt, rocks. Those are great things too, especially for grounding and stuff. And I bet you could do manifestation like money, like especially with the like kind of root chakra grounding energy field. Like you can get so creative, like it really, you can use anything. You can also like do it on certain days. You don't have to, don't overthink. Like if there's a spell that you feel like you have to do, like if it's, especially if it's an internal spell, don't like wait until the next moon. Like it's okay, not everything in a spell has to be perfect. I think that's another thing, but also go with your gut, so your intuition. So it doesn't have to be perfect, but if it feels right, then you should probably do it. Yeah, you can use moons, or even there's like special sun holidays. Yeah, you can look that up if you want. Or you can just use the seasons as well. And I know there's zodiac things. I don't know anything about them though. So, yeah, I actually do think the zodiac things for the suns and the moons are kind of interesting. I'm not really a personal, like, birthday zodiac person. Don't come at me. I don't have to talk about this, but don't come at me. I'm just not that kind of gal. His tips are obviously to trust yourself and be confident, which is not easy, and it actually is nice to do in a work. Also, you could do a spell for confidence, honestly, if you want. So, like, you could do a spell for the inner work to do the spell that you want to do with more confidence. If that makes sense. Like, you gotta trust yourself and, like, do it with power. Do it like, I know what I'm doing. I'm doing the right thing. Like, I feel confident in my decision. Then, like, I deserve it. It's mine. Like, I can have it. It's mine now. Like, I see it. It's mine. um, yeah, and you also have to trust the universe. So those are two very hard things. Well, for some people, like, it's not. It's like easy for some people, and then for some people, you can't just be like, just do it. But like, you know, that's kind of the truth, though. It's kind of important, even though it's not. You can work with different energies and beings if you want, your guides, or you can call upon deities or whoever you work with. I don't know who you work with, so yeah. But yeah, trust them, and yeah, they want love. They're gonna help you and stuff, as long as it's a good idea. So I would like to say, you're also gonna have to feel and experience the spell and the ritual, the ritual, the ritual. Anyway, you're gonna have to actually experience it and like feel it and be in it the entire time. So you're gonna have to like be patient with it and feel the energies, or even if you can't feel them, at least stay present with like your intention and what you want to do with the spell and what you want to happen, right? So you have to stay present with that for the whole ritual, and that's like the best way is to actually connect with the ritual, trust yourself, trust what you're working with, or the universe, or whatever. Yeah, and believe it. Yeah, you have to believe. If you don't, then it's not gonna work. Well, I hope you got something out of this. I hope you have a great day. Good luck. Have fun. Have a great time. See if I do, I guess.